Hey there, Matan and Craig here from DoiT. We launched a ton of great features in November that we're excited to share with you. Let's get started. First, we have cloud analytics labels. When different teams and people are trying to understand and manage their cloud spend, it becomes important to start to categorize and organize the work each person and team is doing. That's why you can now create labels in the DoiT console, which you can then use to assign to reports, attributions, alerts, and more. This way, you can better filter for resources that matter to your team or you yourself and communicate that across the organization. Next up, credits applied to your billing are now taken into account when you build a DoiT brand plan. As a reminder, brand plans are great for monitoring your commitment attainment, and so now you can see any promotional credits applied in the spend breakdown towards the bottom. Recently, we announced our extended support of Azure billing data in the DoiT console. This means that customers with Azure workloads can do several things, like drill down into their Azure spend with custom costs and usage reports. They can also allocate Azure spend across their business. Or if you're a multi-cloud customer, you can build more complete cost allocations that incorporate your Azure spend. And last but not least, you can also catch anomalies in your Azure spend with DoiT's anomaly detection. To complement this announcement, we also released Azure Lens for all customers that have Azure workloads with DoiT. Azure Lens provides a unified overview of your Azure infrastructure costs across resource groups, subscriptions, and more. This at-a-glance cross-section of your Azure spend will help you easily identify any potentially problematic areas that you may need to double-click into. And now, I'm going to hand it off to Craig for the rest of the updates.
Thanks, Matan. For our next update, DoiT has expanded its email communication offering with a new weekly digest that provides a helpful snapshot of your cloud spend over the past 7 days. This summary is organized in the same way as our daily digest emails, but shows aggregate spend and trend data over the past week, in context with your previous month's spend, and with the preceding weeks in the current month. The weekly summary is ideal for users who may find a daily cadence to be too frequent and just want to see week-over-week data instead. It's also a valuable FinOps tool within your organization, as this weekly snapshot can be shared with executives, finance teams, or any other stakeholder who may not be logging into the DoiT console on a regular basis. To subscribe to the weekly digest, simply click on your user profile dropdown in the upper right-hand corner of the DoiT console, and then navigate to Notifications on the left-hand side. At the bottom of the page, you can select Weekly Digest, and the cool thing about these summaries, like the daily digests, is that you can define which attributions you want to be alerted to ensure that you're getting the information that is most relevant to your internal teams. Our next update is focused on Flexsave. Flexsave is already one of the core products used by AWS customers, as it automates your discount coverage on compute workloads with the equivalent of a 1-year savings plan. Now, in addition to EC2, Fargate, and Lambda workloads, we've expanded Flexsave to include Sagemaker workloads as well. Sagemaker is AWS's machine learning service and allows you to create, train, and deploy machine learning models on the cloud, and also offers savings plans to help customers lower their spend on these workloads. Flexsave will work the same way for these as it does for your compute instances, finding any stable on-demand workloads and automatically applying a 1-year savings plan discount. Enabling Flexsave for Sagemaker is incredibly simple. Just navigate to the Flexsave dashboard in the DoiT console, and if you have any eligible workloads, you will see this notification. Simply click the button to enable it and start seeing savings roll in. Once it's enabled, you can track your savings and discount coverage directly on the Flexsave dashboard, where you can also open up a cloud analytics report for further analysis. That's all for this time, so on behalf of Matan, I'd like to thank you for watching, and if you'd like to learn more about any of these new products or features, contact your DoiT account manager or go to doit.com.